All right, let me see if I'm ready. Dopey ears, check. Dopey shirt, check. Dopey props, check and check. Let's talk Dopey, you all. Hello everyone, Laura here with Joyful Miles, a channel that is all about inspiring others to enjoy life 1 mile at a time. I love the Dopey Challenge. Everything about the Dopey Challenge. The miles, the memories, the wonderful athletic vibe of the whole weekend. I even love the early morning wake-up calls at 2 a.m. because I'm a weirdo. But I am not the only one who is excited about the 2018 Dopey Challenge. The buzz has already been fantastic between travel agents selling bibs early and RunDisney sending email links for early registration for those who did the 2017 marathon weekend, which, by the way, I love. I hope they continue this for all races in the future. It is shaping up to be an epic, amazing weekend. There are some that are still on the fence though. So for those of you who have still not decided whether or not they want to try the Dopey Challenge, here are 10 reasons why I think you should. Number 1, Barney Stinson would be so proud. And you don't even have to register wearing a suit. Barney loves a challenge, and the Dopey is the grand poobah of all RunDisney challenges. What? You have 4 days, 48.6 miles running through 4 parks. What is not to love about this challenge? And bonus, the sheer act of registering is going to make you feel pretty hardcore, especially when you tell someone else about it and they're like, "You're doing what? That is crazy." And you're like, I got y'all crazy. Number 2, you're going to get 6 race shirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this means that half of your packing for the trip is already done. All you gotta do is throw some shorts and pants on with those bad boys. And underwear, that's your decision. Not gonna say anything about that. That means less pre-trip shopping, less packing, and you won't have to stand over your suitcase and say, "What am I gonna wear today?" Decision is already made. Number 3, so many friendships will be made. If you haven't already, go to Facebook and check out the many RunDisney groups, some of which are specific for the Dopey Challenge. For the entire year, you can talk about Dopey and get to know each other and get excited and ask questions and plan costumes. So much fun. Number 4, you will learn a lot about yourself during training. Training is going to offer you a ton of time for introspection. Some of it will be good, some of it will be challenging. Depend upon the plan you follow. I myself am a big Hal Higdon fan, and I will be putting the link below. It has about 498.5, let's just call it 500 training miles. That is a lot of time to get inside my head and really dig deep and find out exactly how tough I am. And I guarantee you, you are a lot tougher than you think. Plus, bonus, all of this training is going to give you a ton of stamina for the expo. And if you saw any of the pictures from this past year's expo, you know you are going to need it. Number 5, cookies and brownies and fruitcake. Oh my! Now granted, training around the holidays when you have so much going on will at times suck. But I don't know about you, but for me, if I don't get enough calories in my body when I'm training this hard, I will gain weight. I'm going to repeat that again because I still have problems wrapping my head around that. If I don't eat enough, I gain weight. Now, I'm not saying that you can live off of a diet of cookies and cheesecakes while you're training. You will need to make sure you get the proper nutrition in, but if you are ever going to be allowed to have a few more indulgences, what better time than the holidays? Number 6, character photos. If you are a character photo addict like I am, oh my goodness, you are going to have a ton of opportunities to get character photos, both before the race, during the race, and after the race. When we did the Dopey Challenge in 2016, between Jackie, Megan, and Jenny and I, the gal that I run with, we got 72 character photos. And there were a ton that we had to pass by. Talk about lots of bang for your buck. Number 7, never will a finish line feel so sweet. It's still hard for me to put into words exactly how I felt when I finished the full marathon and completed the Dopey challenge. runDisney did use the photo of Jenny and I finishing, and you can just tell by the gigantic goober smile on my face how happy I was. We could barely do commentary afterwards without crying. And bonus, I can guarantee you that that beer afterwards is going to taste amazing. Number 8, you will be forever bonded with all the other Dopey finishers. And every time you see someone wearing that gorgeous medal in the parks, you're going to be like, yeah. Go ahead, give them a knuckle tap because you deserve it. Number 9, all your future races are going to feel easy. You will find yourself saying stuff like, oh, I got a race next weekend, but it's only a half marathon. It's cool. Now, of course, if your next race happens to be a 50-mile ultra, well, okay. Maybe that's a different story. And by the way, go you. And finally, we come to number 10. If the above reasons did not do anything to sway your decision, you're leaving me no choice. And those who've watched the channel for a while now knows what's coming. Yeah, go like this because I'm about to sing. Because it's all about the bling, the medals. It's all about the bling, the medals. Ooh, wait, I have a new one for you. I like big bling and I cannot lie. You other ones can't deny that when you finish your race at a PR pace and a medal is in your face, you get sprung. Gonna get me some. Oh my gosh, if only you knew how many tries that took to get right. My husband is in the other room looking at me like I'm insane. Okay. I need to collect. And these are the 2016 medals. Next year, they're going to be even more blingier. The 5K will be replaced by an actual medal, although personally, I like the rubber medallions. The Goofy and the Dopey this year were bigger, about time. And this is going to be an anniversary. This will be an anniversary. And now the half marathon will be an anniversary. 3 anniversary races. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. The bling is going to be fantastic. So, if you have ever been tempted to do the Dopey challenge, 2018 is the year. Now, some questions you might have. Do I think the Dopey challenge is going to sell out? Absolutely. I would bet money on it if I wasn't such a cheapwad. It is going to sell out, and it's going to sell out fast. I'm not trying to panic you or anything. I am going to give some tips for registering, but yes. Another common question is, well, what if I've never done a marathon? Can I do the Dopey challenge? And I, again, say absolutely yes. Both Jackie and I did our first marathon as part of the 2015 Goofy challenge, and Megan in 2016. That was her first marathon when she did Dopey. It is absolutely doable, but that will depend on you. You need to start now. Don't wait until August or September when a lot of the training plans start. Now is the time to start and get ready. Another question is about training plans. Jeff Galloway offers a brilliant one on the runDisney website that is really good for people who enjoy the walk-run method. I think the highest mile it goes up to is 26. Please don't quote me. Again, I enjoy the Hal Higdon plan. It does have you running up to 4 or 5 times a week. Personally, that is what it takes for me to feel the best conditioned, and I really enjoy that. The highest mileage that one goes up to is 20, which I'm completely comfortable with. I don't think it's necessary for me to go above 20, but this is something that you will find out about yourself. And now for those of you who are registering either on February 9th for annual pass holders or DVC members, or on Valentine's Day, February 14th for the general public, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make it seamless and stress-free. That's a lie. It's not going to be stress-free. I'm sorry. You're going to have tons of stress because there's going to be a lot of people registering because I predict it's going to sell out. So you want to be at your computer early. Don't get there at 12. Get there like 11:45. Drop the kids off at your mom. Tell the boss you need to take a break. Do whatever you have to do to ensure that you have some nice, quiet, peaceful time so you can focus and be concentrating. Also, you want to make sure that you have an active account at active.com, and any adult in your family needs to have their own account as well. If you do have a minor child, you can register for them under your account though. Before 12, you want to open up a few windows. The first one is active.com. Go ahead and log in there. Then open up the runDisney registration site. The links will not appear until 12 though. Then open up a Facebook group that you were in, because a lot of times people will post stuff like the link is open, I'm blocked, or they'll give some suggestions. Also, if you plan on entering your proof of time, you want to open up the window and go to the link that will provide the proof of time for the Dopey Challenge. It has to be a race that is either a 10-miler, a half marathon, or a full marathon. They won't accept a 10K or a 12-miler. It has to be one of those three. And it also has to be after January 1st, 2016. So any races in 2015 will not qualify. You want to go ahead and get the link ready to copy. Something I also like to do is I like to type out my credit card number and do a quick copy, so when it comes time to pay, I can quickly paste it in. You also want to have the following information ready. You want to have a contact, emergency contact. They will need the name and the number of that. You want to think about the size of shirt that you want. A lot of the other questions, like whether you'll be wheelchair division, are quite easy. And you also want to calculate your estimated finish time. A good way to do that is to go to active.com and use their pace calculator. I always use theirs because they're the ones that you register through. And there you can enter in your pace and then the mileage, and it will give you an estimated finish time. Write it down and remember it. You don't have to enter in proof of time. Now, once you get into the queue, you have 15 minutes. But usually I skip that and then I go back and I will enter it later. And one more thing about proof of time, you can update it at any time. So if you run a race, say in June, and you get a better proof of time, you can go ahead and enter that and update it as much as you want to until October 2nd, 2017. Don't worry, we are going to give tons of reminders through the YouTube channel and other social media sites, and we will make sure that you don't forget. Oh, now this hasn't happened in a while now that I know of, but if you hit the payment and the submit button and you happen to get a white screen, don't do anything. Don't hit the backspace, don't hit enter, just sit tight and wait it out, and then it'll finally process and go through. I know of a couple friends of mine who have hit the back and lost their space in line and messed up the registration, and it was a big mess. So just take a breath, breathe, and it'll be fine. So if you are entering, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. Good luck on registration day. I have my fingers crossed for you. If you have any questions or comments, again, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe if you would like to have more video updates. Give this a thumbs up. Don't hold the singing against me. I try. And as always, have a joyful day. Take care.